In the realm of smart home automation, most tech evangelists like myself exclaim the value of a more integrated ecosystem. We want a platform that can talk to everything. That's great, but for some users that might be just too much. But on the other hand, you really want to avoid locking yourself into an ecosystem that limits you to only using their products in the future. Many of my friends and family members would love to have their home lives made even easier, but they either lack the technical knowledge or they don't want to learn how to flash an SD card or run commands in Linux. But never fear, today we're going to delve into 5 of the latest gadgets from Aqara that promise to bring a seamless blend of security and convenience right to your doorstep. The best part, all the products we're going to look at today either support HomeKit, Matter, or both. So you can integrate most of the features with other platforms like Apple HomeKit or even Home Assistant. So let's take a quick look at these 5 smart gadgets and I'll hopefully provide you with some clever uses for your home. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Smart House. I'm Ryan, and on this channel I do smart home product reviews and tutorials. So after finishing my last 2 videos on the Aqara U100 Smart Lock and the FP2 mm-wave sensor, the team at Aqara reached out and asked if I wanted to do another video using a bunch of their newest gear. So of course I said yes. The team sent me a literal box full of goodies and told me to make whatever video I wanted. So today we're going to be taking a quick look at the features of the products I haven't already reviewed before and show you some cool automation ideas that you can create right inside the Aqara app using all of these products. So first, let's take a look at the Smart Video Doorbell G4. Now, the new doorbell from Aqara has a ton of really cool features on board. Now, looking at the doorbell itself, it actually comes in 2 parts. Let's start with the outdoor unit, which is actually powered by either 6 standard AA batteries, or you have the option of connecting it to an existing doorbell transformer with a wide variety of available voltages. This gives you a lot of flexibility on where you can actually install this doorbell. Now, I've got this one actually mounted out here on my back deck, because if my neighbors see another camera or doorbell, they're gonna think I'm insane. Now, Aqara states you get about 4 months of life out of the included 6 AA batteries. So just be expecting to change out the batteries about 3 times a year unless you've got it hardwired. Now, the other major component that comes in the box is the indoor chime unit. This unit is actually powered over a USB-C connection with the included cable. This is a nice change from a typical AC style plug that you see on other indoor chimes for doorbells. It also serves as the location for a micro SD card slot. This allows you to install up to a 128 gigabyte micro SD card for onboard local storage. They do also offer a free 7-day cloud storage option if you are interested in something like that. Now, of course, this indoor unit primarily will work as a chime to indicate when somebody's at the door. It does come equipped with some standard ringtones, but you can upload your own for customization purposes. Now, I need to also mention, like most other wireless doorbells, this one currently does not support local streaming using protocols like ONVIF or RTSP. So going back to the outdoor unit, it's equipped with a 1080p video sensor with a 160-degree viewing angle. It also has pretty good IR-assisted night vision on board. And of course, one of the major standout features is the local storage and local facial recognition AI. This means that you can train it with a face and to be able to get custom notifications when that face is detected. You can also have automations kicked off if a familiar face has been detected by the doorbell. We'll look at that a little bit more here in a minute. Now, like most other Aqara products, this one supports HomeKit integration and HomeKit Secure Video. Strangely enough, both the outdoor unit and indoor unit have the same HomeKit sticker on it. I guess it would be a good idea to peel off the outdoor sticker for security reasons. Now again, you can trigger automations via HomeKit for even greater compatibility. It also, of course, supports 2-way audio, so you can communicate with folks outside your home. Now, I'm not sure if the unit's going to support Matter here in the near future. I know you really can't do video over Matter right now, but it would be nice to be able to trigger automations on another system using the Matter integration. So taking a look at the Camera Hub 3, it looks like a traditional indoor camera with pan, tilt, zoom functionality, but it does hold some surprising little secrets. So to start with, it actually has a resolution of 2K, which is 2304 by 1296. This is for streaming and recording quality, and also, of course, has pan, tilt functionality. This can rotate 360 degrees. Now, this does support onboard recording via a micro SD card, which is cleverly hidden on the underside of the camera module. This can support a micro SD card of up to 128 gigabytes. Of course, like most cameras, it has 2-way audio, so you can have a conversation with somebody on the other end. Now, of course, it's got infrared-based night vision so that you can see at night. You can see here it's pretty clear and has a pretty good distance indoors. Now, one of the neat hidden features in here is an infrared blaster, meaning you can use this to control other devices like stereos, TVs, projectors, and more. Plus, this functionality is even local, so it should work even if the cloud is down. So if you have a scheduled job to run, to turn something on or off, it will still function even if your internet is off. Another hidden feature is, of course, it uses USB-C for power, but here's the twist. It also does local video output over the USB-C. So if you connect it to the proper adapter, you can actually put this out to a TV or other display. Pretty neat. Now, unlike most cameras, this one actually supports dual band Wi-Fi, meaning you can use 2.4 or a faster 5 GHz network if you have one. Now, like most Aqara products, it supports HomeKit and HomeKit Secure Video for encrypted video transmission to a compatible HomeKit device. Now, just to be aware, this is limited at 1080p, so you can't get the full 2K resolution, but that's an Apple problem. And if that wasn't enough, as the name suggests, this is actually a ZigBee 3.0 hub, meaning you can connect up to 128 other Aqara ZigBee devices for even more control. So things like door sensors and motion sensors, plugs and switches all can be controlled locally via this hub. Now, I also have heard that NAS support will be coming soon, similar to the G2 hub, meaning in the future you'll be able to offload any stored video on the SD card to your local network attached storage. Now, with the pan tilt functionality, it can also enable some smart features like human tracking, pet tracking, cruise for an old school security camera look, face detection, and gesture identification. Now, the first three are pretty self-explanatory, but I'll quickly cover the other two. So with face detection, you can capture a face and identify it, very similar to the doorbell. Then you can trigger automations if that face is detected by the camera, or even if an unknown face is detected. Gesture identification means that you can give commands to the camera just by using your hands. However, you can only use face detection or gesture detection at the same time, not both. Along with the pan tilt functionality, it also has a privacy mode that turns the camera around inside of the housing and makes it look like it's asleep. This is also how you access the micro SD card slot. And of course, the biggest feature of all is that it comes with cat ears. Now, this little silicone hat is removable if that's not your thing, but just look at it. It's so cute. Now, before we head into the next piece of tech, if you found any value in this video, I simply ask that you give it a thumbs up. This tells YouTube that this video is helping people, and they will in turn send more folks here. Plus, if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe for more tech reviews and projects. And if you want to, ring the bell to be notified about my newest videos. Now, let's jump in and take a look at the T1 LED strip. Now, I've played with a number of LED strips in the past, and I've got to say the T1 has got to be one of the coolest ones I've seen. Not only does it have 16 million colors thanks to the RGB LEDs, but it also has 2 tunable white LEDs included, meaning you can not only have any color of the rainbow, you can also have adjustable color temperatures in the white spectrum. Also, this is an RGB IC strip, meaning that each individual LED can be controlled. It also supports dynamic effects like syncing with the sun position, but these do require the hub. It also has a built-in music sync mode that will use the onboard microphone to enhance your music. The strip is also rated IP44, meaning that you could use it outdoors, but of course the power supply would need to be protected. But in places like kitchens, where you might have water splash up on the LEDs, this is a good choice. About every 8 inches or 20 centimeters, there's a cut point, meaning you can shorten the LED strip to fit your particular install. And with some inexpensive kits purchased off Amazon, you can quickly reconnect the strip, creating gaps and extending your strip onward. You can see under my cabinet here, I have a gap going under my refrigerator that I didn't want to have LEDs present there. So I cut it, removed a little bit of the waterproofing material, and then used these vampire tap style connectors to extend the LED strip. The LED strip is also expandable, so you can purchase 3-foot sections to increase the length up to a maximum of 32 feet, 10 meters total. These can easily be connected using the included pins. You can also set things like slow dimming over a period of time using the app, and it also has power off memory, meaning if you do unplug them, they will remember what mode they were in last. So now that we've seen all the different products, let's look at some cool automations that you can do by combining these together. So here in this last section, let's delve into some of the automations that we can create using these devices in the Aqara app. Now, starting with the FP2 sensor, we know we can use it for a standard motion sensor for either triggering lights when someone comes into a room, or also as a security device when you're away from your home. But its distinctive feature is detecting people in a room even if they're not moving. So this is very useful for lighting specific areas, or is great for triggering automations when somebody stays in a particular area like a couch or a chair for a period of time. So one of the ways that I use the FP2 sensor is either if somebody is sitting on the couch in the movie room in the basement or in the living room upstairs, it changes the lights to a more dim mode versus the standard brighter mode when somebody's walking around. Now, an even better automation would be using the facial recognition feature of the camera hub to detect who is in the room, not just a person in the room, so you can customize the lighting. So for example, If I were to come in the room, it would change the lights to a different color temperature than if my wife were coming into the room. Now, speaking of facial recognition, we can also use this on the doorbell. So one of the ways that I use it is if one of my kids are detected on the back deck and the door lock is locked, then it will flash lights in the basement if somebody's detected. Another really cool feature of the doorbell is that you can actually trigger the chime or a custom chime ringtone from another device. You can use an existing Aqara door switch tied into one of the hubs to set off a chime when a door opens or closes. This is another great automation if you have little kids. Now, you could also set up an automation using the doorbell if it detects an unfamiliar face to automatically lock the door. Or if it's a face of a person you don't want, say a neighborhood kid, or your mother-in-law, you can have it lock the door, close the shades, send your phone a notification, and flash red lights in the bedroom or the basement. Now, one thing to note is with the door lock or the camera hub, you cannot unlock a lock in an automation in the Aqara app using facial recognition. This makes a lot of sense, but it is limiting. Another cool automation would be have the U100 lock trigger a different automation depending on who comes in the door. Again, you can use this to set different light preferences or other automations. Now, you can do a lot within the Aqara ecosystem. What happens if you want to trigger a device not in the Aqara ecosystem? That's where the HomeKit integration comes in, and by extension, the HomeKit integration via Home Assistant. With either one of these two integrations, you can actually tie into other devices in your home that are compatible with either Apple HomeKit or Home Assistant. With these additional integrations, you're able to easily pass information from your Aqara environment to another one like Apple HomeKit, so you can trigger other devices around your home. There you go. I hope you've enjoyed a quick look at some of the latest products from Aqara. Now, if you have any questions on the products or the automations that I've shown you today, feel free to leave them in the comments down below or jump on our Discord server. I try to be in there daily to answer any of your questions. Also, if you'd be interested in a write-up on any of the automations, let me know in the comments too. If you're interested in picking up any of these products, please use one of the links in the description. As always, if you do use one of these links to purchase the product, it goes to help the channel, and we really do appreciate that. Now, if you are in the market for picking up one of these products, please check the pinned comment because that's where I post any updated sales. And if you're watching this video the week it comes out, this week is the October Prime sale, and I know for a fact most of these products are going to be offered at a special discount. Another big thank you to the team over at Aqara for sending me these products and for sponsoring today's video. Now, if you're interested in expanding your smart home journey, I've got a getting started video right here that shows you how to get Home Assistant set up and some basic items off the ground. This could be your first step into bringing your entire smart home under one roof. Thanks again, and I'll see you on the next video.